welcome to another episode of Is God Real? In my defense of the existence of the all-powerful, all-knowing, and the all-benevolent, loving God, people have asked me, if God is so loving, if He's so benevolent, why is He sending people to hell? To me, this is very fascinating question, because God is not and will not, out of wickedness, out of frustration, out of anger, out of bitterness, send people to hell. I want to say this again. God will not, out of wickedness, out of frustration, anger, bitterness, or anything, send people to hell. Now, this statement is built on these premises. The first point that I want to raise in defense and to also clarify this question is this, or this statement is this, that God did not create robots, but He made free will beings like Himself. Number two, hell was not made for mankind, but for Satan and his fallen angels. Point number three, hell is a choice and not destiny. Point number four, if any of us lands himself or herself in hell, then we need to understand that that individual made a conscious decision, effort to find himself or herself in hell. Why am I saying this? Because God is constantly guiding and leading His creation, His children, to Himself. Even the creation called Satan and his fallen angels were not created for hell, but it was a decision that Satan and his cohort made that led them to this place called hell. The choice is ours. One of the most powerful weapons God gave to man is called free will, because it is the same thing that we can use either to choose God or to go against God. In Deuteronomy chapter 30 verse number 19, there is a profound statement over here to buttress my point that God is constantly leading and guiding His children into Himself, yet He will not impose His will on us. In Deuteronomy chapter 30 verse 19, the Bible says, I call on heaven and earth as a witness against you, that I have put before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore, this is how God said it. He did not leave it there. He said, therefore, choose life so that you and your descendant may live. This how is God expecting us to live. Let me read the verse number 20 to iterate. This is what God is expecting us to do, that you may love the Lord your God, that you may obey His voice, that you may cling to Him, for He is your life and the length of your days, that you may dwell in the land which the Lord swore to your fathers, to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to give to them. Please, do you see this? So the choice is us. Hell is a choice. Hell is not given to us by destiny. The question is, are you choosing God? Am I choosing God? In John chapter number 14, verse number 6, this is what Jesus himself said. He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one cometh to the Father except through me. Do you believe in this statement? And if you believe in it, have you accepted him or have you rejected him? Be mindful, I did not ask you if you go to church, but I'm asking you, have you been added to Christ or you have been added to a church? And I will explain the difference between being added to church and being added to Christ in my next episode. Because the fact that you're going to church does not guarantee you going to heaven. Heaven is a choice, and so is hell. In Deuteronomy, God tells us, or God reminds us, that our actions, our decisions, the choices that we make are so profound, they are so important, they are so crucial in terms of what happens to us on earth and life after this earth. The consequences of your decision, of my choices to discredit the existence of God, I want you to ask yourself, are you accepting the truth or you are suppressing the truth? Have you been added to Christ, or you have been added to church, or you have been added to the world? The choice is yours, because God is not sending anyone to hell. If I end up in hell, I made the choice to go to hell. This is your servant, Reverend Dr. Charles Konadua J. I will see you in the next episode, and I will explain to you how we have been added to church and not to Christ. Stay blessed. Bye for now.